What's up, guys, and welcome back to day 7 of the Jungle Yoga Challenge. Congratulations on making it this far. One more flow and then 7 straight days of yoga. That's definitely something to celebrate. Now, today's flow was inspired by the snakes here in Costa Rica. So today's practice will be all about shedding our old skin and just releasing anything that no longer serves us. A very transformational practice. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful practice. Thank you so much for joining me this week, and I'll meet you on your mat.
We'll start in child's pose. Hips at the heels, arms elongated long out in front of you. Forehead rests gently on the mat. Closing down the eyes here, bringing the attention to the breath. And in this detox practice, we'll be moving through a variety of twisting, which will allow us to clear out and to eradicate old, stale, blocked energy, physically purging the body of toxins. And on a more subtle level, granting ourselves the freedom to let go of all that no longer serves us, to shed and release whatever it is that's been bogging us down. So before we get started, can you dedicate this practice to letting go of something in your life that no longer serves you? It could be letting go of a bad habit, something surface level, like giving up your sugary drinks and processed foods. Or maybe it's deeper. It could be letting go of a toxic relationship in your life. Or maybe it's something within yourself, a negative thought or a limited belief that you've been holding on to. We're not trying to change or add on to ourselves in any way here. We're simply letting go, purifying the body and the mind from the inside out to give us the headspace necessary to transform into the person we're all capable of becoming. So in your own way, just take a second to dedicate this practice to letting this go, whatever this is. And from here, go ahead and open up the eyes, coming into an all-fours position. We'll start by warming up the spine, going for a couple rounds of cat-cow. So on an inhale, drop the belly and lift the chin up towards the sky. Exhale, curl the spine, looking up at your navel. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, round the spine into your cat. Inhale, drop the belly, looking up. Exhale, curl and round. Continuing to move with your breath. Maybe finding some intuitive movements. Moving the spine in circles. It doesn't have to look or feel any certain way. Remembering to switch directions. Arriving in the body. Moving with your breath. And coming back through neutral. On an inhale, right arm lifts, opening up the right side chest. Exhale, thread it underneath the left shoulder, and head come down to the mat. Option to stay here, or it might feel nice to lift the left arm, twisting and opening up. And releasing, untwisting out. Right arm shoots back up and out, and coming back through center. Resetting before we go for the other side. On an inhale, left arm lifts, opening up the chest. Exhale, thread it underneath the right, keeping the hips in one line. That right hand can peel open. And releasing, untwisting. Right hand back to the mat, left arm out and up. And releasing back through center. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. Downward facing dog. First down dog of the practice. Feel free to move around here. Pedaling out the feet, shifting the weight from side to side, taking your dog on a little walk. I like to come up onto the toes and then drop my heels over to the right. And then coming back through center, and dropping them over to the left. Might feel nice for you guys as well. Place the weight evenly through the hands, not collapsing into the shoulders. And the knees might be bent here as you traction the hips up towards the ceiling. Go ahead and walk your hands back to meet your feet. Grabbing onto opposite elbow, finding ragdoll. Shifting the torso from side to side. The head is heavy. Shaking it yes, and nodding it no. Now take your left hand, reach it over and grab onto the outer right ankle or calf. Put a little bend into that left knee, and then take that right arm and float it all the way up to the sky, coming into a nice, easy twist. Each inhale getting a little longer in the spine. And every exhale, seeing if you can twist that right chest open a little further. And on an exhale, coming back through center. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, fold. Now go ahead and reach that right hand over, grabbing onto the outer left ankle or calf muscle. Putting a little bend into that right knee as you take that left arm and float it up towards the sky. Easy standing twist. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, revolving that left side chest up towards the sky. Inhale one last time, full expression, and releasing back through center. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your hands back out, downward facing dog. Next inhale, reach those hips up towards the sky. And exhale, step the feet forward to meet the hands. Inhale, chest lifts, flat back. Exhale, fold. On an inhale, arms circle, root to rise. Twisting open to the right, exhale. Inhale, coming back through center. And twisting open to the left, exhale. Back to center on the inhale. Exhale, hands in prayer in front of the chest. On an inhale, arms circle, maybe a small back bend if it's there for you. Exhale, folding forward over the legs. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, stepping back through a plank and slowly lowering down, Chaturanga Dandasana, all the way to the mat. Releasing down onto the belly, keep the hands as is, untucking the toes. And then twisting cobra to the right. So on an inhale, lift the chest up and then peel that right chest, right shoulder back. And exhale, lower, chest and chin down to the mat. And other side, on an inhale, peel that left chest open. And on the exhale, lower down soft. Now come right up the middle. So inhale, hard up, shoulders slide down the back. And then exhale, lifting the hips, tucking the toes, downward facing dog. The weight is evenly distributed between the hands. The shoulders roll down the back. The knees can be bent as the hips traction up towards the sky. Heels energizing towards the back of the mat. On an inhale, hips reach, elongating the spine. And exhale, step or hop light, top edge of the mat. Inhale, heart shines forward, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms circle, root to rise, maybe looking up. Exhale, twisting open to the right. Inhale, back through center. And twisting open to the left, exhale. Back through center on the inhale. Exhale, hands in prayer in front of the chest. On an inhale, arms circle, maybe a back bend. Exhale, falling forward over the legs. Inhale, rise, flat back. Exhale, stepping back through plank and slowly lowering down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Twisting cobra to the right, inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, twisted cobra to the left. Exhale, release. Inhale, coming up through the center, heart lifts. Exhale, tucking the toes, lifting the hips, downward facing dog. Take an inhale here. And exhale, release it out. Now from here, inhale, come up onto the toes. Roll forward through plank. Lower the hips, stay up on the toes, up dog variation. Exhale, pressing back, downward facing dog. Moving like a snake. Inhale, up onto the toes, shifting forward, lowering the hips. Exhale, pressing back, downward facing dog. Continue moving with your breath. And if this is too much, if the flexibility isn't there for you yet in the spine, go ahead and drop the knees, moving with your breath through a cobra flow. Inhale, forward into that up dog variation. Exhale, pressing back. Last one. Inhale, snaking your way forward through plank, dropping the hips, heart shines forward. Exhale, pressing back, downward facing dog. Wherever you are, just coming back to your down dog. On an inhale, hips lift, pressing through the hands. Exhale, step or fly, top edge of the mat. Inhale, heart lifts, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arm circle, root to rise. Twisting open to the right, exhale. Inhale, back through center. Twisting open to the left, exhale. Coming back through center, inhale. Hands in prayer in front of the chest. On an inhale, arms move. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. And exhale, regular vinyasa, knowing you can skip these at any time. Inhale, chest lifts, cobra, maybe up dog. And exhale, pressing back, downward facing dog. We'll take a breath here, centering ourselves and reconnecting to the breath. On an inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, step it between the hands. Rise to crescent on the inhale and twist open to the right, exhale. Back to crescent on the inhale. Opening up, finding warrior two, exhale. On an inhale, flip that front palm, reverse the warrior. Exhale, windmill the arms, framing the front foot, stepping back through your vinyasa. Inhale, your back bend variation, heart shining forward. Exhale, pressing back, downward facing dog. On an inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step it between the hands. Rise to crescent on the inhale. Twisting open to the left, exhale. Back to crescent, inhale. Opening up, finding warrior two, exhale. Flip the front palm, reverse the warrior. Exhale, arm circle, moving through your vinyasa. Inhale, cobra, maybe up dog. Exhale, pressing back, downward facing dog. Taking a breath here. And if it feels nice, go ahead and reach that left hand back to the right ankle, or maybe the right shin. One arm, twisted downward facing dog. Coming back through center. And swapping sides. Right hand reaching back towards that left foot. Twisted down dog. Both hands back to the mat. On an inhale, hips reach. Exhale, step or fly, top edge of the mat. Inhale, shoulders down the back, chest lifts, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arm circle, maybe looking up. Twisting open to the right, exhale. Back through center, inhale. Twist it over to the left, exhale. Center on the inhale. Hands in prayer in front of the chest, exhale. Inhale, arms move, maybe a small back bend. Exhale, falling forward over the legs. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, stepping back and moving through your vinyasa. Inhale, your back bend variation. Exhale, downward facing dog. On an inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, step it between the hands. Rise to crescent, inhale. Twist it open to the right, exhale. Back through crescent, inhale. Warrior two, exhale. Flip the front palm, reverse the warrior. And from here, coming into a Bikram style triangle. Right arm down, left arm up. Chin to the left shoulder, gaze is looking up towards the sky. Right fingertips in between the big and second toe. Trying not to place any weight there through the right fingertips. That right thigh is parallel to the mat. Arms reaching out in opposite directions. The left leg is strong and engaged. From here, chest lifts, warrior two. And slowly making our way back to crescent. Left arm moves forward, pivoting onto the left toes. Take an inhale here. Exhale, hands in prayer in front of the chest. Lean forward, left elbow to the outside of that right knee. Lunging prayer twist. Staying here for a couple of breaths. Option to open up the arms to create a little bit more space within the body. Maybe looking up at that top hand. We'll bring the hands back together in prayer. Untwisting out. Left foot steps forward to meet the right. Hands are in prayer in front of the chest. From here, inhale, arms circle. Exhale, folding forward over the legs. Inhale, hands to shin, flat back. Exhale, stepping back, moving through your vinyasa. Inhale, cobra, maybe up dog. Exhale, pressing back, downward facing dog. Taking a few breaths here. Maybe feeling the sweat start to drip. Detoxing the body from the inside out. Going back to your intention. Releasing whatever it is. Almost as if you're using your mat space as a dump station. Releasing and dumping all that no longer serves you. And we'll go for the other side. On an inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step it between the hands. Rise to crescent, inhale. Twisting open to the left, exhale. Back through crescent, inhale. Warrior two, exhale. Flip that front palm, reverse the warrior. And from here, finding that Bikram style triangle. Left arm down, right arm up. Chin to the right shoulder, gaze is looking upward. Left fingertips in between the big and second toe, trying not to place any weight there through the fingers. Bending deeply into that left thigh. The thigh is parallel to the mat. Arms energizing out in opposite directions, right leg is strong and engaged. From here, lifting back up, finding warrior two, and slowly and carefully making your way back to crescent. That right arm circles forward, pivoting on to the right toes. We'll take an inhale here. Exhale, hands in prayer in front of the chest. Lean the chest forward. Right elbow to the outside of that left knee. Lunging prayer twist. Option to straighten out through the arms. Right arm comes down, left arm reaching up towards the sky. Bring the hands back together in prayer, slowly untwisting out. Right foot steps forward to meet the left. Hands remain in prayer in front of the chest. We'll take an inhale here. And exhale, open the mouth, release it out. Feel free to close down the eyes here, taking a few breaths in and out of the nose, reconnecting and recentering. On an inhale, circle the arms, putting a nice bend into the knees, finding chair pose. Shoulders roll down the back, Arms are at the ears. Take an inhale here. And hands to prayer. Exhale. Left elbow to the outside of that right knee. Inhale, twisted chair. Now from here, option to stay where you are, or side crow is here for you. So if you'd like to move into side crow, bend all the way into the knees. Hands come down to the mat, fingers facing out towards the right side of your mat. Start to lean forward, keeping your head lifted. Your head is heavy, so if you let it drop, it has a tendency to tip you over. Your arms begin to bend toward a 90-degree angle, making your upper arms like a little shelf. Keep leaning forward until your upper arms are just about parallel to the floor and your feet want to come off the mat. Lift both feet so you can come to balance, just on your hands. Balancing here. We'll take an inhale. Hold for the exhale. And feet back to the mat, meeting back in a twisted chair. From here, inhale, arms up, regular chair. Exhale, folding forward over the legs. We'll inhale to a flat back, and exhale, forward fold. Put a bend into the knees. Inhale, arms circle up, finding chair. Exhale, right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Twisting open to the left, little twisted chair. Option to stay here, or option for side crow on the other side. Bending all the way into the knees, hands come down in front of you. Start leaning forward, the head is lifted. Arms bend to 90 degrees, creating that little shelf with the arms. Keep leaning forward until both feet are off the mat. The weight is in the wrists. Balancing here. Remembering to keep that head lifted. And releasing, meeting back in twisted chair. Inhale, arms reach, regular chair. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, putting a bend into the knees and slowly lowering down all the way onto your back. Going for a couple of rock and rolls up and down the mat. Hug the knees into the chest. Extend the left leg out in front of you. Arms cactus out to either side of the mat. Right knee drops over to the left. Supine twist. Grounding down through that right shoulder. Left hand can rest gently on the right knee if it feels nice. Seeing if you can take that gaze over to the right. Take an inhale here. And releasing back to center, exhale. Hug both knees into the chest, maybe shifting the weight from side to side, massaging into that lower back. Extend the right leg out in front of you, arms cactus out to the side. The left knee drops over to the right, nice supine twist. The left shoulder is rooted down into the mat. That right hand may be resting gently on the left knee. Maybe taking the gaze over to the left or up to the sky, whichever is comfortable. Take an inhale here. And exhale, releasing, coming back through center. Hug those knees into the chest one more time, bringing the forehead to the knees, like a little ball. Before releasing everything out for your final resting pose, Shavasana. Legs extend out in front of you. Arms rest gently, palms face up. Shoulders roll down the back, and the eyes are closed. Releasing any thoughts that may occur. And thinking about how you feel now compared to how you felt at the beginning of class. Relaxing the mind and releasing any tension throughout the body. As you feel yourself melt into the ground beneath you. Allowing the fire of transformation to burn away all that no longer serves you. We'll stay here for the next few breaths, allowing our body and our minds to soak up and absorb all the benefits of today's practice. Feel free to stay here for as long as you'd like, for as long as would serve you best today. Maybe pausing down the video. But when you're ready and willing, slowly bring some gentle movements back into the body, curling the fingers and curling the toes, circling out the wrists and the feet, maybe shifting the head from side to side. And we'll go for a big body yawn. Arms stretching out above you, feet reaching out away from you. Bring the knees back into the chest and slowly roll your way up to a comfortable seat. Closing down the eyes. Hands are in prayer in front of the chest. Bring the thumbs to the third eye. May you release all limited beliefs and negative thoughts about yourself. You are limitless. Your potential is never ending. Bringing the thumbs to the lips. May you speak words of kindness and compassion to yourself and to everyone around you. Bringing the hands to the heart center. May you have the strength and the willpower to release all that is no longer serving you. I'd like to thank you for flowing with me this week, for accepting and dominating this 7-day challenge. I hope it inspired you to make yoga part of your everyday life and that you benefited physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. The love and light in me recognizes that same love and light in you. Together we say, Namaste.